Why is gold rallying so sharply? You may have noticed that the price of gold has gone higher in a meaningful way. In fact, in March, we saw a major breakout, which we'll get to here in a second. But the question is, why is this all taking place? Before we look at a couple of charts and kind of put some parameters around this, let's talk a little bit about the why. Quite frankly, it's really not an easy answer. I think there's multiple reasons of why gold is going higher. Some of it could be some people a bit more concerned about currency situation. Some people might be looking at it just as a general diversification tool at this point in the cycle. We have foreign nations, for example, China and other parts of the world that have been buying gold. Central banks are buying gold. So a lot of reasons why gold might be rallying here. But for everyone looking at the S&P 500, they may have missed the major performance in the month of March in gold. And we do think this is going to continue to go higher. So let's have a look at a few charts. First of all, speaking of performance, gold was up over the past 12 months, the past month. It was up about almost 10%. The S&P up about 3%. So this is literally going back 30 or 31 days. So gold, obviously a major outperformer versus the S&P 500, meaning basically versus momentum stocks. We think that's going to continue. If we then look at gold through the lens of just the regular monthly chart, and we do have a monthly chart here, you can see how this is tracing out major breakout on a monthly closing basis in the month of March. Again, that's breaking out of a base that basically was in place since the summer of 2020. You can see the last time we had a major base building, ultimately what that led to a rally of 50%. So if we were to see, and this is not a forecast, but I'm just saying if we were to see a 50% move from here, that could get the GLD, and I'm looking at the GLD here too, closer to 280. I'm not quite sure 280 is where it's going to go right here, right now, in any sort of reasonable time frame. But I do think that gold from here can easily go up another 10 to 20%. So the GLD specifically, what I'm highlighting here, looking at maybe 230 to possibly 250 is kind of the range that I could see. Again, I like to take this sort of 5 or 10 points at a time, meaning about 10%, 10% at a time, or so. Excuse me, about 5% of the time. But I think ultimately, 230 to 250 on GLD is entirely possible. The good news about all this is that we're going to go into much more detail on this and much more when we meet this month here in April at the Wealth 365 Summit. I'm going to have a special presentation. We're going to look at various opportunities that I like to take advantage of this move in gold, both being long it structurally, but also being able to generate income from it. We're going to go through the market, and I'm going to teach you and show you different opportunities that we are seeing here and liking in the second quarter. We think the second quarter is going to be a very different beast than we saw in the first quarter. Wealth 365. If you haven't heard of it before, shame on you. I'm kidding. It is the world's largest online trading and investing summit. I love it. I'm there every single time. So it's that time of year again right now to prepare for this thing. I'm already doing all the research for it. And again, I'm going to look forward to seeing you guys there and presenting you my sort of take here and what to expect in Q2, the opportunities and risks. Wealth 365 is also where you get a lot of goodies and freebies. So if you sign up, it's down on the link down below or on the next screen. You're going to get a lot of different goodies and freebies from ebooks to access to free products, to paid products for free, and all sorts of things like that. Not to mention it being a tremendous source of just being able to not only generate ideas, but also get educated. So make sure you sign up for that. I will see you there for a special presentation looking at Q2. Also, again, among other things, looking at how we like to position ourselves in gold and how we can generate income from being long it as well. So make sure you join us there. Again, use the link down below or on the next screen. We'll see you at Wealth 365.